Do you ever find yourself with minimal or no cold storage space for food? You don't have to be a backpacker or a van lifer to struggle with that. As seasonally full-time RVers who prefer boondocking out in the wild, we have a similar problem. On long RV trips, when our refrigerator and freezer are not large enough to handle all the food we need between replenishing stops, I use shelf-stable ingredients to make delicious meals. I like to pack extra food in case of unintended trip extensions. We've had our trips extended because of weather concerns, mechanical issues, and even health issues. On one trip, we couldn't get our landing gear retracted, and so we had a mechanical issue that wouldn't allow us to move on. In that case, we needed to order a part, wait for it to be delivered, and then fix the problem before we could move on. In situations like that, I like to have a little extra food on board. Today I'm sharing with you meal ideas that use ingredients that require no refrigeration. You're going to find all of this information, including the recipes I'm going to share with you. I'll leave a link in the description below. There are tons of processed food options. You can find things like cheese and summer sausage, the sort of things that you find in holiday gift baskets. But canned ingredients are my favorite options for meat and veggies. They tend to be less processed, and there are organic options too. Some of my favorite ingredients include canned chicken, tuna, sardines, salmon. I also like beef jerky. For ingredients and condiments that need to be refrigerated after opening, just use single serving packets. This is a great way so that you can still enjoy your favorite condiments like ketchup, mayo, relish, soy sauce, hot sauces. You can't use regular milk, so there are a couple of options there. You can use a canned evaporated milk. You can use powdered milk where you just have to add water. You can also use things that are shelf stable but require refrigeration after opening. Get those in single servings. Shelf-stable soy milk is a great option. I have a big list of off-the-shelf food items that don't require any refrigeration. I'll leave a link in the description below. Here are some of my favorite recipes that use non-refrigerated ingredients. 4-ingredient banana pancakes. Pancake recipes typically use eggs and milk, but this one doesn't use either. Here I use 4 simple, non-refrigerated ingredients to create a delicious, vegan-friendly, healthy meal without any refined sugar. What's your favorite camping breakfast? Leave a comment below. 5-can chili. This is a hearty camp dinner that uses canned chicken to provide the meat that does not require refrigeration unless you have leftovers, which you won't. Canned ingredient recipes are great for boondocking. Check out my video on how we set up our campsite. I'll leave a link in the description below. Mexican spicy nuts. Many flavored nuts use perishable fats, but this one uses olive oil to make this camp snack you can't stop eating. These nuts are slightly sweet, a little bit salty, and they have a touch of heat. Dried spices are a great way to add flavor to non-refrigerated foods. Check out my video to see how I pack spices in our RV. I'll leave a link in the description below. Corn on the cob. When corn is in season, it is so cheap and so delicious. During the summer, we eat it for dinner and call it good. Nothing else is required. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tips. Mexican 3-bean salad. My Mexican 3-bean salad is a great side dish. If you prefer, you can enjoy it as a hearty, meatless main course because the beans are packed with protein and fiber. Grilled potato wedges. This recipe makes the best French fries, and they don't need any dipping sauce. But if you decide to serve it with my chipotle mayonnaise, you will have to refrigerate the extra mayo. Fruit and nut peanut butter stuffed tortilla. Do you want a meal that's healthy and packed with protein? This stuffed tortilla makes a great breakfast, lunch, dessert, or snack. The great thing about making wraps is their ability to scale up to feed big crowds or scale them down just to serve yourself. One-pot spaghetti. Did you know you don't have to boil water to cook pasta? You can cook it right in the jarred tomato sauce. If you are able to carry a pound of Italian sausage, you can make this one-pot spaghetti with meat, or you can just skip the sausage and make it meatless. This is one of my favorite camp stove recipes. If you want to see all of them in my video, I'll leave a link in the description below. Boxed mac and cheese. It's always a good idea to read the package directions before you leave for your trip when you're using convenience food. For some brands, you just boil the pasta, drain it, and stir in processed cheese. If you're using a brand that has powdered cheese, you might need to add milk or butter. The best way to add the liquid here is just to use canned evaporated milk. You can also just use canned chicken broth. Totally skip the butter. Boiled egg sandwich. Hard-boiled eggs make a great snack right out of the shell with a little salt and pepper. Another great way to use them is to slice them up, pile them with a little bit of sliced tomato and sliced onion on some bread, and you've got a great sandwich. Avocado tuna salad. Make a tuna salad, but replace the mayo with mashed avocado. You instantly get more flavor when you use a can of tuna that is packed in oil rather than water. There's more flavor in that. You can serve this as a sandwich, a wrap, or a dip, and just use some tortilla chips to scoop it out. Greek veggie wraps. Did you know that some hummus is actually a shelf-stable ingredient? Spread shelf-stable hummus on a pita. Top it with a little tomato, cucumber, and onion, and add a few Kalamata olives. It's a great idea to bring shelf-stable ingredients in individual packs so that you don't have leftovers. It's important to plan all your meals before your trip. You can do it in just 10 minutes. I'll show you how in my meal planning video. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can also grab a free copy of my printable camping meal planner template. I'll leave a link for that too. If you have any questions, leave a comment below.